Hi, lovely people out there. We're living for the weekend. Yes, we are. We're living for the weekend here. It is Friday and Saturday. Of course. Why is it Friday and Saturday? Because it's buy one, get one free. God gave us 2 days for the price of one. Simply means you can be on my platform and you're in another country. Yep, because this is a global platform. You could be living in Friday, but honey, you're in Saturday too. Can you imagine? That's like omnipresent. Just like God, because we created in His image, honey. So let me tell you something. We are here on another episode of the Question Live Show. Yes, indeed, we're here on another episode of the Question Live Show. This is where we come on in here and we inspire, we empower, we encourage, but most of all, we encourage, we support each other. When we support each other, we will grow. When we grow together, we will be stronger. So let us remember, the more we support each other, the stronger we will be. So this is a platform that was created just for that, to show you that we're here for support. Whether you support me, I support it. So we are on today's topic of Helper Alert. Helper Alert, we are going to talk about it. We're going to get into it. But before we get into tonight's topic of Helper Alert, you see how that sounds? Helper Alert, just like Amber Alert, Storm Alert, Hurricane Alert, something alert. Alert simply means there is a notification popping up. It is going somewhere. It's giving a signal. Alert, storm is coming. It is an alert. So when we see the word alert, we must be alert, right? Alert simply means be up, ready, prepared, look out. We are coming. It's telling you to be on the lookout for something. When we are on the lookout for something right now, we want to be looking out for our best version. We want to look out for our best version of ourselves, because the best version of ourselves is somewhere. No, we have not accomplished that as of yet. The more we get up every day is the more we are going to accomplish something more to add on to our best version. Because as we evolve into our beautiful, authentic self, you will see that every day something else is changing. Something else is adding up. Something else is taken away. Something take away, something add up. Something take away, something add up. So we are here together. We are here to multiply and be fruitful and replenish the earth. So again, we are on this episode. We are here. And guess what? Let me tell you what happened. I discovered that we are not in season 10. You know how I've been saying, I'm like, is it season 10 or season 11? Because for season 10, it was very rough. Season 10, we had less show. We didn't come in a lot because of, so those of you who tune in, you know that I was not feeling my best in season 10. So season 10 was kind of shaky. So we are winding down in season 10. It was really, really shaky. So now we are in season 11. That means it's new beginning, new beginning, new beginning, new beginning. And we are still in that new beginning of taking in. It is the harvest. When we have a new beginning twice, that is the open door of the harvest. You see that? Open door of the harvest. So we are in season 11, where some doors going to be swim open. Some windows going to be like, woo, wide open. So as you can see, number 11 is season of wide open door. So I said, come on in here. Come on in here so we can go through those doors together. Come on in here so we can learn together. Come on in here so we can reap the harvest together. Now, with that said, I want to say, if this is your first time, and I mean absolutely first time. If this is your first time coming here, first time hearing about the All You Free Enough platform, first time hearing about the Question Live Show, first time, of course, hearing about Verona Willis-Brown. If this is your first time, I would like for you to put in the comment section, Me. First timer, I'm going to see your name pop up, and I am going to see that it's you. Wave your hand, wave to me, put first timers, because I would like to acknowledge your presence. Is it often that we go through life and we don't get really acknowledged? Because we just go through life, we get accepted, but then we don't get acknowledged. We don't get to be seen. We don't get to be seen by and get celebrated for showing up, right? And when we get acknowledged, we are saying, I celebrate you. I see you. I see you. And I want to tell you, I see you. So when you come on in here and it is your first time, put in the comment section that it is your first time so I can celebrate you. Now, if this is your first time, let me introduce myself to you. I am your host. Yes, indeed, I am your host of this show, the Question Live Show. I must say I am a native of the beautiful island of Jamaica. Yes, indeed, I am a native of the beautiful island of Jamaica. I feel like I should be in Jamaica right now to have some mangoes and stuff, right? But because, anywho, let me stay focused. I'm a native of Jamaica, so when I come in here saying, hey, any Jamaicans out there, come on in here, let us represent the island. We want to thank God that the hurricane kind of like look at Jamaica and like beautiful people came from Jamaica like Verona. I don't even want to stop here. You know that little storm, Miss Beryl. Miss Beryl was heading on to Jamaica with full force, honey. And Miss Beryl got to the airport and Miss Beryl was like, who are these people? They are non-stop. You can't stop them. They got a way about them. Ooh, I don't think I want to be here with these people. They have some drive out here. That, honey, I better run on like an Olympic runner and going about my business because I don't think they don't even try to welcome me up in here, right? So Miss Burial said, I'm not playing with these people out here because these people are go-getter. These people get into their mode and they go after some stuff. These people see the gold and they're like, listen, we're not getting nothing less than gold. So Miss Burial, we thank you for you just making it go wave, because what you did, you wave and like, I'm here, but I'm not here. I'm just going to wave to you like, bye. Let me go somewhere where somebody's calling me, right? So we want to thank God for that and so forth. Another thing I want to tell you about myself is that I came from a huge family. Very huge family, very, very huge family. So if you listen closely, you're going to hear me talk about my family up in here because I got the permission to do just that. Yes. I have the permission to talk about my family. So when I say come in some closer, so I could talk about my family, I could talk about my family, yes. Another thing I want to share with you about myself, new people, is that I am a farmer's daughter. I am a farmer's daughter, and because I'm a farmer's daughter, at most time, I use the analogy of planting a seed because what happened? I watched my parents plant a seed and watch it grow into something beautiful. Well, like me, I am the seed of my parents. So, but I watch them plant a seed into the ground and watch it grow into maybe a tree or food of the ground, right? So we want to go with the concept of planting seed. So most of the time you see me talking about either the title, the topic, or the contents you're going to see me throwing here because I am going to relate to the farmer's background as well, do an analogy between the seeds and what I am talking about, right? So I want to say to you, that's a little bit about me. Yes, indeed. Well, actually, I mentioned that my family is huge. My family is very, very huge. I'm not telling you tell new people that every year, every single year we have birthday and every month. Every month. Every single month there is a birthday, 2 or 3 in my family. Starting January 1st, go straight back to December. there is a birthday 2 or 3 up in there. And with that said, just about every year too, we got some graduation going on. That's how my family huge. Yeah. A graduation going on, whether they're graduating from medical school, college, pre-K, daycare. Something is happening up in my family. Every year we have some form of upgrading in my family every year, right? So with that said, that is it about my family, my huge family. For those of you who are not tuning in for the first time, come on now, listen to me. If this is not your first time, you know the drill, I know the drill. If this is not your first time, simply mean you've been here before today. If you were here yesterday and you came back today, simply mean you are a returning audience. And if you are a returning audience, you know what we do up in here. We are a family. That when you show up, I show up, and what we ignite our talents and our gifts, and we create a whole galaxy of greatness. Why do we create a whole galaxy of greatness? Because greatness is inside of us, and we operate from our inside out, and we serve you with greatness. Our intention here and expectation here is to make great impact upon the land. You see, God created us to replenish the earth. And not only to replenish the earth, to multiply, be fruitful and multiply so we can replenish the earth. Multiplication is a higher increase of whatever we are doing. If you're multiplying a number, you'll get a higher value. So when we multiply our gifts and our talent, we are going to get a higher impact of what we are putting down on the earth. We are going to get a higher impact of how we show up. So let us remember that we must be fruitful and multiply so we can replenish the earth. Whether you are new or you are a returning audience, let me remind you or inform you that we are all on a journey called life. Yes, we are. We are all on a journey called life. And because we are all on this journey called life, there is a path called success. Yes. There is a path called success. And on that path, listen to me very closely. On that path called success, everyone defines success differently. But it doesn't matter. However you define success, it does not matter. That is how you see success. I am not going to tell you that your success is wrong. And you are not here to tell me that my success is wrong. We all got a success story and we want to share that success story. But let me tell you something. No one in this life, did I say no one? I absolutely mean it. No one. Whether you are the prime minister, the president, the teacher, the student, the lawyer, the doctor, the patient, the ants, the roach, the rat, the birds, the dog, whoever. No one can succeed by themselves. We all need each other along the way. When we understand this concept that we need each other along the way, we will develop a consciousness that we need to work together. Oftentimes, when we come up in here and we talk about working together, we talk about supporting the work that we are doing. We talk about supporting each other. Supporting each other don't normally mean you are giving me money or I'm giving you money. Because we get this concept wrong. When we say, can you please support me? Can you please help me? The first thing that pops in our head is that we're talking about money. Buy something. No. Support, we got to look at support differently. Support simply means that you're showing up. And when you're showing up, you're saying, I am giving you an encouraging word. I am showing up to say to you, I see you. I am showing up to acknowledge your presence. I am showing up on your life to give you a heart. I am showing up in your life to share your information. Support. Support is a part of a success story. You see, when I say support, it is just that simple. You don't have to do all the big things that you probably have a misconception of. It just simply means, hey sis, I see you. Just that simple word, saying, I see you, I love you, you're doing it. Give a compliment, that is support. So we want to understand this concept and understand it very well. You see, a political leader cannot get into office by themselves. They have an entire team. So in life, we want to have team. We want to have team member because you need me and I need you. Because we are students and teachers at the same time. So when you teach me something, I learn something, and then what happened? I teach you something, then I learn something. So we go back and forth in the learning process. Good? Good. Now that we got that, I want to say to you, those of you who've been here, I want to say to you that on this channel, we use F word. Listen closely. Yes, we do. You see how serious I am? Because I'm serious. We use F word on this channel. Well, actually, we don't use a lot. We use 3. Whether we use them audible or we apply them. And those 3 F words are fun, faith, and family. Yes, we do. Fun, faith, and family are always in this platform. If you are here and you are not using those F words, we are going to learn them together. No big deal, no judgment. It's okay. Know that you understand that I use them here and you're on this platform. Let us say that we might have to use them together, maybe tonight, I don't know. Talking about one of the F word, which is fun. We like to celebrate on this platform. Yes, we do. We like to celebrate. So whether it is your small win or your big wins, we like to celebrate you. So listen up. Come on in. Come on in. I talk about my family, right? So if this month is your birthday, if you are on there, because I want to shout out my family. If you are having a birthday this month or you have graduated in June, shout out to you. I'm not calling no names because my family used, and nobody's not going to call me to tell me, you didn't call my name. You didn't call my name. I'm just saying, shout out to you. Now, if your country is celebrating something, if you are celebrating something, maybe it is your birthday, maybe it is your anniversary, maybe you met a boo, maybe you thought that you're having a baby, maybe you had a baby, maybe you got engaged, maybe you got married, maybe it is your neighbor's anniversary, your friend's anniversary. You want to give a shout out to your friend. Hello, somebody, come on up in here. Put in the comment section that which you want us to celebrate with you, and we will grab our cheerleading squad that I have over here, our cheerleading squad, and we will celebrate with you. And again, of course, first timers, we celebrate with you as well. So whatever it is that you want to celebrate, maybe you develop yourself a little bit more. Maybe you take an extra step towards your goal. Maybe you wrote your goals down. Listen, oftentimes we don't write our goals down and they go right over our head. Listen, if you are a returning audience, like you've been here for 9 seasons, 10 seasons, and you just have not been here for a while. And you're coming in today. As you can see, I got an upgrade. Yes, indeed. I got an upgrade. So if you missed the new season of season 11, then you didn't realize that I got an upgrade. You got to see now that I got an upgrade. Yes, indeed. So this is the updated version of your host. Yes, indeed. So let us wind that in. Let us jump on in there. Oops. Oopsie. Let us jump on in here, and we want to roll into tonight's episode. And as we roll into tonight's episode, let me pause for a moment and welcome those who are in the audience. I see VIP. Yeah. Sister Georgia G over there. Queen Sister. VIPer, Georgia. She is a VIPer. Why is she a VIPer? Because she been here with us. She showed up with us. She support this channel. And when you support this channel by showing up with an intention and take action, you earn a badge of a VIPer. Yes, VIPer is a word. And Georgia earned that badge because she's been here with us. So we want to say to you, Georgia, it is great to have you here on tonight's episode. And as I was saying, if you've been on the other episode, the other season, now as you can see, I got an upgrade for this season. This is the updated version of your host. It is great seeing you. Yes, indeed, honey. I'm up in here because it was like 99 degrees today. I'm up in here. I got my summer colors on and I'm representing. Listen, I'm cool, because it was when I turned on this, it was like 90 degrees somewhere. Let me tell you, I love me some summer. Yes, I love summer. And again, we are in season. I got to change that edit. It is not season 10. It is season 11. The season of open door, wide open doors. That's what season is. The season of open doors and the season of open windows. Yes, indeed. God will open the windows and pour us a blessing. And the blessing, there is a harvest in place. And we are about to fill up in the harvest. So it is a season of open door. Doors will be open, wide open. Wide open. And we want to thank God that we have planted our seed and we are in position to receive that reward. Every time we plant a seed, we must plant it with an expectation. I talked about this last night that there is something called negative faith. So let us not have negative faith and plant negative seeds. Let us plant positive faith and get positive seed because we use faith all the time. Have faith, have faith, have faith. But let us change how we tell people to have faith or tell ourselves to have faith because faith comes in two different sides. It is a negative faith and it is a positive faith. Positive faith simply means that we are talking all that God put in us to talk. We are planting the seed that God put in us. Negative faith is where we are saying, oh, I can't do that. I am not going to do that. Oh, God is not coming through for me. Negative faith is where we're talking ourselves out of the blessing because faith is the substance of the things that we can't see, but we expect it. And when we expect something, we must keep on planting in there. We must keep on cultivating the ground of that positive seed. So let us understand this very clear that faith, we should not continue to say, have faith, because there are some people that utilize negative faith. And if we keep on saying to them, have faith, that negative faith is going to increase. So we don't want to say have faith only. We want to say have positive faith, right? Positive faith. Yes. I am telling you, honey, it's a new upgrade, baby. It's a new upgrade. And I'm like, up in here. Thank you. I feel amazing. I look amazing. And I'm amazing. That is it, honey. Let me tell you, G, when we go out there, we got to take good risk on ourselves. And when we are updating ourselves and upgrading a version of ourselves, we are coming in to say, listen, you can upgrade yourself. Don't get comfortable. Be content, but don't get comfortable in one version of yourself. So we oftentimes get so comfortable in one version, like, oh, I accomplished this. I talk about, oh, I have accomplished coming on here, being your host, being author, being this. But let me tell you something, I'm not comfortable because there's another version calling me. So I'm not comfortable. So when I'm coming out like this, honey, since I'm VIP in Georgia, let me tell you something. This, we got to understand something. This right here, and I want to say this out loud. This right here is the original power crown. Okay? This is my original power crown. So when I show up, I'm showing up and telling you This is my original power crown. And when I tap into my originality, in my originality that God placed in me, oh, we gonna have an amazing time. We're gonna have an amazing time because oftentimes we hide our originality by doing all different sort of stuff. But honey, you're getting the original power queen right up in here. The original power goddess is coming right here on this season 11. So be ready for amazing stuff that's going to happen. Yes, indeed. Yeah. Thank you. Yes. Yes. So let me tell you, it's going to be an amazing season because we are taking it at a different level. We are taking it where we are going to be multiplying some stuff, and we are going to be multiplying because we are waiting for those doors to swing wide open. And when those doors swing wide open, it is a multiplication that's going to happen. I talk about my family, and I mentioned that every time I come in here, I like to talk about my story because my story is my story. And I relate my story to a lot of things. So I talk about me going to school, me achieving stuff, me, because when we don't talk about me, I want to talk about me. And I say this sometimes that I don't brag, but sometimes I brag about my blessing. And you have the permission to brag about your blessing. It's just that when you brag about your blessing, you brag about it with humility. Brag about your blessing with humility and show up. Because the very things that I have accomplished, who would have thought little Verona would have accomplished those things? You see, I got that. Let me tell this story. I tell the story how I'm always. So I'm trying to tell you, I come in with my original power now. Excuse me now. I come up in here with my original power. I shared the story before, and I'm going to share it again for those of you who are new to the platform. I shared the story how I was always a brilliant girl. Always. I was always brilliant. I was always on the top of my class. I was always achieving the highest. Growing up in Jamaica, you have grades. You have places in class, first, second, and third. If you come in less than third, after third, simply means you are not achieving anything, right? But no one wants to come in anything after third. So I'm always that student that come in first. I came in first straight from basic school, straight, bam, all the way to grade 4. I was still coming in first. So I was always, that brilliancy is here, honey. It didn't just come overnight. It's there. It's my original DNA, okay? And when I got to another grade, probably the 5th grade, there was always a girl that I came in first, she came in second. I came in first, she came in second. So every year we had this tag team. It's like every year we have this thing going on. And when I got to that grade, she came in first. Ooh, how dare her came in. How dare her hit the mark and came in first, right? How dare her move from other second and came in first. But let me tell you, I am sharing this story to say, listen, we all have original potential and expectation. And when I tap into this, and I'm tapping into my originality, right? So she came in first. And that put a damper. Oh, I was upset with her. I don't even think I talked with her after that. I was upset with her for coming in first. But who am I to judge her intelligence? Who am I to judge her brilliancy? But I was mad because, hello, I've been coming first since basic school. So I am sharing this story to let you know that if I was still in the wallow of saying that she knocked me out of my first place that I claim, if I was still dwelling on that, what would happen? I would not be your show host. What would happen? I would not accomplish the thing that I accomplished thus far. No. So we have to get out of the mentality that we have to tap into our original power. And what is it? The greatness that God put in us. That greatness defines who God says we are, despite how they say you come in first, second, and third. So after that, I learned, I did came back first the following year, and thereafter, I migrated. So I never, I was not in no competition with her anymore. I left the school, and I'm like, okay, I'm gone. But I kept my position as a brilliant girl, and I'm still brilliant because that's my original trademark. That's my original DNA. Okay? Yes, you are right. And we all hide our original self at times because it seems easier. But no, right, Georgia? No, our original self are better because that's how God created us, beautiful and blessed. So when I show up in my originality, let me tell you, a lot of people are looking at me like, excuse me, what are you doing? I'm bringing my originality here. So you can see that it is okay to embrace your originality. Why are we covering our originality? Because there's somewhere we want to be this, we want to be that, we want to be this, we want to be that. I don't want to be nobody but my original self. I tell you a story behind this original look as well, Georgia. I saw someone and they said, "Oh my God, oh you look fabulous, like you work in that new look." And they gave me all the I mean, I don't see compliment. That's not me. I don't give a 2 cent. I don't care. Mm-mm. I'm not here to seek your compliment, and I'm not here to seek validation. That already stopped me, so I don't need your validation. But what happened? The person was complimenting the new look, and they're like, "Oh my God, like, yeah, I really like this new look. You are working that, you rocking that. You look amazing." And I'm like, "Yeah, thank you." So as they go along, they kept saying, "Oh my God, like, I can't believe that you really, like, you did that." And for Georgia, you've been here, so you know the look I had. So for those of you who are new, I had my afro. And the person like, "Oh my God, I can't believe that you changed from your afro." And I'm like, "Yeah, because I gotta upgrade. I have to upgrade me. I'm upgrading me as a brand. I'm upgrading me." So the person kept saying, "But so after all that compliment, right? The same mouth who spoke that compliment said, 'You need to put on something." Huh? What do I need to put on? You need to put on some makeup, some eyelashes, some lipstick, some color on your neck, something. I know I don't. Absolutely not. I don't need to do anything. This right here is who God said I am. This right here is who God said I am. This right here is me watching the growth that I am experiencing as a person. So why do I need to add anything extra? Why is it that you having a problem with my upgrade at the same time you say, you looking? Yeah, but I don't seek validation. Oh, Georgia. Oh, Georgia, guess what? I have a new fan. Oh, I got to show you. I have a new fan. It's somewhere. I didn't bring up my new fan today. Georgia, I got a new fan. This is the church fan, but I got a new fan, honey. So when I get out the fan, what is happening? So again, I don't seek validation from no one. So let us talk about helper alert. Help me to help you. Help me to help you. Let me tell you, as I mentioned, I am from a youth family. When my parents need something, especially my mother needed help, I was right there. I am jumping in. Hey, I'm going to plant a seed. Bring me a cup of water. Oh, but guess what? For you to offer help, you gotta have that expectation that something is going to come from what you are planting. When you have that expectation, you are going to reap something. So if my mother is out in the garden planting a flower, planting a seed of something, and I'm right next to her, I'm going to wait. It might not spring up in the next day or 2 or a week, but I'm going to wait because I'm expecting that you say you planting a flower seed. It's going to be a beautiful flower at the end. So listen, helper alert simply means help me to help you. Does that make sense? Ooh, even that, see? alert simply means there's a notification coming on. You heard that? Siren is going out. Help me to help you. If you are in the position to help another person, get in touch with that person and say, hey, I could help you, but you got to help me to help you. Does that make sense, Georgia? Help me to help you? Because when you help me to help you, that simply means I got to do something. I got to be working on something. So if I'm saying, Georgia, I need your help, Georgia might say, what do you need my help in? So I have to show up and say, Georgia, I need your help in doing this, doing that. Let us be specific in the help that we need. Right? No, you don't. I'm not even shocked or anything because you look so fine. Me, I wouldn't have said something. And that person missed. I haven't. Listen, honey, I look amazing one way or the other. Why? Because I was already created amazing. I was already created beautiful. I was already, and this is somebody that I love dearly. And I'm like, oh, well, your opinion don't even bother me. Your opinion don't even fade me, okay? Your opinion don't even fade me. So it don't matter. It does not even matter. I'm like, I'm amazing from before birth. I'm amazing before I was created in my mama's womb. So one way or the other, it don't matter what I do on the outside. It's what's on the inside that we are going to talk about. So my amazing self, my original amazing self is radiated at this season. So hello. Good. So anywho, Georgia, girl, you see I got the fan. Anywho, when we are talking about help, if I am not in the position to help you, how can you help me? You see? I want to be in the position to help you. But you have to be doing something for me to help you. Oh, help me. Help me. When my mama said, help me plant this seed, simply means I might be carrying a little bag with the seed. I might be getting the water, pouring in the soil. I might be getting my little shovel, digging up the soil. If my father said, help me to help you, because if my father or my mother, either one of them on the farm, hey, I am coming to help you, I might bring a cup of water to you. Why? Because at the end of the day, they are the one waiting for the seed. They're the one that might have to reap what they sow to benefit me. Right? So you see, it is a vice versa. Help me to help you. If you can see where I can change, of course, you can help me to help you. So if I say, help me, Georgia, and I want to do this, but I'm not doing anything. How could you help me? I had to help myself first. And I said, Georgia, help me. And then Georgia said, how can I help you? Right? Georgia is going to turn back around and say, how can I help you? So if I said, oh, I need to put a button right here, but I don't have the button, but I have the clothes for the button. Georgia, can you help me get a button? Georgia said, how can I, what is it that you need to put a button on? I need to put it right here on my blouse. Because if I say, Georgia, I need a button, but I don't have the blouse, I don't have the pants, I don't have the shirt to put the button on, why am I asking you for help? Why am I going and say, Georgia, I need your help, I need a button, but Georgia can't give me the button because I don't have the place to put that button on. I share another story with you. Years ago, honey, like I said, Georgia, I got a new fan. You're going to see this new fan. I got a new fan because, hold on a second. I'm going to pause this video. Hold on. Because, Georgia, you got to see. My new fan matched my top. So, hold on. I got to show you my new fan. This is my new fan. Look at my new fan, Georgia. All I got to do, where's my button, is to press the button on my new fan. And look at that. So even if you're standing next to me, I could share it with you. Look at that. Look. Yeah, so this is my new fan. I could hold it this way, whichever way. I could put it around my neck like this. You know, so the breeze could go in the back of my neck, or I could put it this way and so forth. Put it on my head and all sort of stuff. So I love this new fan. So anywho, if you are I'm sharing that, yes, I like to share my story. So I'm going to share this other story with you. Many years ago, a man said to me, he said, I'm not trying to flirt with you. I call him an earth angel because I never saw him again. You know, we have earth angels that show up to help us, right? So he came, and I was going through a very rough patch in my life, and he showed up from nowhere, right? Absolutely nowhere, right? And he said, do you have a vase in your house, or vase, or whatever we want to call it, vase? He said, do you have a vase? And I said, no. He said, you don't have a vase? And I said, no. He said, so if you don't have a vase in your house and I would give you some flowers right now, you wouldn't have anything to put it in. I thought about it. That is correct. Right? That is correct. He said, you have to be a very different never. Right? Isn't it unique and cute? Like, and it's flexible. Look at that. It's flexible. So even when I'm going somewhere, I could put it like this and put it in my bag, and I could good to go. Again, if you're standing next to me, I could share it. If I wanted to put it in my head and on my chest at the same time, it's very flexible. I'm gonna go. Yeah. So it's so good, and it operates with battery. It operates with battery as well as the USB charger. So if I charge it up and my battery and the charge is finished, all I gotta do is just keep on using it because it got a battery in there. So it is so cool. So yeah, so this guy said, if you don't have a vase and somebody's giving you flowers, that means you're not prepared for that. You're not prepared for your blessing. We have to be prepared for help. So when we're having a help alert, you got to be prepared. And when he said that to me, he said, if you don't have a vase and I saw you and I would like to give you some flowers and you don't have a vase to put it in, that simply means you're going to let that blessing go. You're going to let those flowers go to waste. That means you don't have no use for those flowers. And I thought about it throughout the years. And I mean, this was years ago. I thought about it. So it comes back to that same story that I want to apply now. If we are asking for help, what is it that we are asking for help for? We got to be specific. Even when we are going to God and say, God, help me. God is saying, help me to help you. God himself is saying that. Help me to help you. Because if you don't help me to help you, if you are not showing up with the potential that I gave you, if you're not showing up, tapping into your dreams and your vision, then I cannot help you. We have to be in position to receive that which we are asking for. Helper alert. Helper alert means there's a notification. If I am calling up somebody right now, like, I need your help in to sponsor this, to do this, to help me with this, and I don't have the vessel to receive it, that's a wasted conversation. My mentor said, don't get ready, be ready, right? So if I am not ready, don't call nobody. If you are not ready to receive my help, don't call me either. Don't waste my time saying that, ooh, I see that you could help me, but you are not doing anything. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Nope, absolutely not. You have to be in position. If a helper alert is going out, simply means it's a notification. It's a case of urgency. It is popping. You look on the screen, it's popping over here, over there. It's popping up and down saying, helpers alert, helper alert. Right now, we are in season 11 where doors are being swing wide open. If doors are opening, doors of opportunity are opening. If you are not in the position, you are going to miss out. So we tend to look at somebody saying, help me. But what are you doing to receive that help? What are you doing to receive the help? We are not here to go through this journey by ourselves. We are not here to reap a harvest by ourselves because we did not plant the harvest by ourselves. Therefore, we cannot reap by ourselves. We cannot serve by ourselves. So if we are reaping the harvest, we got to understand that something was planted not by one person. So if we are having a helper alert, I am calling up those who are in the position with an abundance of something, abundance of we can have abundance of time as well. Abundance of time, abundance of love, abundance of care, abundance of compassion, abundance of sharing. Let me tell you something. When we are talking about sharing, we're not talking about you're going to share your abundance of money. Share your time, share your kindness, right? Abundance of peace. We are showing up in these capacity. When we are showing up in these capacity, we are saying that if you need somebody to care, put out a helper alert. Helper alert simply means don't tuck yourself in the corner, tuck yourself in the dirt, because let me tell you something about tucking yourself in the dirt. As a seed is planted in the dirt, it look real dirty, don't it? It look real dirty. And because it look dirty, somewhere in that dirt, something is forming in that dirt. And it's called the root. The base is forming from that seed that went down in the dirt. So when we're down in the dirt, don't just think that you're there just because. You're there to form roots. You're there to form roots that you are going to rise up at a pace. And when you rise up at a pace, you are going to produce something. So that seed is coming up. That seed is saying, help me. Help me. That's how the seed is coming up. Help me. Help me. How you helping the seed? By watering it. By watering it. By putting out the weeds that's choking it. When we do that, we are going to come up. And we are no longer coming up with that dirt, but we are going to come up full-blown tree. We are going to come up. And on that tree, you're not just going to have dirt coming. The root will always be there. The root will remain in the ground. But when you come up, you're coming up as a solid tree. Okay? So let us call for help when we need help. It is saying that you are strong enough to speak out and say, I need some form of help. It is called a helper alert. Yes, right. Without a base, you will have to put the flowers in something that's not the right stuff. For flowers, that's it. Another VIP is in the house. VIP Theater, welcome, 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 welcome. It is great to have you. Yes, indeed, to give you a shout out. I've been in the background listening. Right, you are here. You are here, present. You are present here. Thank you so much, VIP Theater. So listen, when we are putting out a helper alert, someone is somewhere waiting for that alert to pop up. You know, when they have those Amber Alert or the weather alert, everybody's phone's going off. Huh? You don't believe me? I know we have experienced this. You have experienced this, that there is a weather alert. It's a warning. It's a notification. It says, listen, be alert, be on lookout for this. And there's a weather alert coming. And at most, your phone got that notification. Ding, 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 ding. Woo, woo, going off on your phone. When there is an Amber Alert, oh, boom, 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 boom. Everybody's phone going off. Why? Because they're telling you, be on the lookout. If we are going to be on the lookout for the blessing, for the harvest, for the doors to swing wide open, we got to put out that alert. We got to put out that alert. Why would we sit there in a corner, knowing that we need help. And again, let us get this straight. When we say, can you help me? We are not talking about give me money at all times. Sometimes people do need some money. But sometimes your information, Georgia, that you have, somebody need it. Your information that you have, Theta, somebody need it. So when they're asking for help, let us not just gather in our head that it's automatically they're asking for money. Help simply mean that can you help me find this? Can you help me locate that? Now, if an Amber Alert coming out and everybody's phone is going off, oh, you might be in a different state. You might be in a different city. But guess what? You have the information sitting there and say, oh, that car just passed me. Oh, I just spotted that little baby, right? So you got to have the information waiting to match it up. If you don't have the action to match what is you're asking for, you are going to fall behind. You're not going to receive it. Oh, yes, I'm about sharing and caring. And it's not about money. It's about helping even to talk with someone about the worries they might be facing. Absolutely. So Helpers Alert is real. Let us understand that we got to put out Helper Alert. Bing, 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 notification, bing, help me. But don't put it out because you want just money. Put it out because mentally we need some help, okay? Emotionally, we need some help. When we put out that alert, it says, help me locate this. Help me to fulfill this. Right now, many of us destiny and our purpose is on an alert. Come and get me. Come and get me. Come and get me. And we're sitting there, twiddling our thumb, refusing to ask for help. Asking for help is not saying that you are so impoverished. Asking for help don't mean that you are so poor. Asking for help is saying, you are out there and I believe you can assist me. You can support me. Please put out your helper alert. Whether you are the one helping or I am the one receiving. Whichever way, either one of us must put out alert. Almost definitely. That's why I've been away since winter, helping others who can come up with the right answer. Absolutely. So either position, either way you find yourself in life, put out an alert to say, I am able to help you. Either way, I would like your help. So do you see that? I would like your help. Help me. I would like your help. Help me. When we do this, it is a helper alert that's going out. Be on the lookout for those doors because those doors will swing wide open. And when we don't put out the helper alert, it is going to bypass us. And just the same way, we're going to say, oh, that vehicle just passed me. Oh, yeah. Be specific when you're putting out a helper alert so you can receive. We are in this together. And I believe that when we support each other, we will grow together. And Georgia just said that sharing and caring. Let me tell you something. We hear this all the time that sharing is caring, but it's not so. Sharing is caring because it is a part of our DNA. It is a part of our original DNA to share and to care for each other. And when we put out that helper alert, it is a part of sharing and caring. I want to take this time to thank each and every one of you for showing up on this episode of the Question Live Show. We have our VIPers in the chat, Georgia and Theta. I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for each time that you show up. Thank you so much for each support that you give. Thank you so much. Even when I'm not here, you're still there. I want to thank you so very much for the support. And for those of you who are in the back just peeping in, I want to thank you as well. If you are watching this on live, peep it in, I want to thank you. If you are going to watch this and replay, I want to thank you. Just hashtag replay. Let us know what is it that you learn here, because this is a teaching platform. Even though we use F words up in here, we apply F word up in here, which is faith, fun, and family. I want to say to you that you showing up here makes a difference. So once you show up here, I tell you all the time, I'm from a huge family. So when you show up here, you're just adding up to my family. I want to personally thank each and every one of you for showing up here. Let us put out those helper alert where you can help somebody. And if I can help you, please let me know. Yes, indeed. As we go along in life, helper alert is important. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of What? The Question Live Show. As I leave this question with you, how are you putting out a helper alert? Thank you so much for tuning in.